Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we're in the different location again, which means, and you might have seen that from the title as well, another Panda palette get ready with me video. This one I've tried to be a little bit more chit-chatty type, share a little bit about what I'm doing at the moment, what I'm feeling at the moment, and those types of things. So I hope you guys like following along with both the look and my little stories in between. So yeah, let's not ramble too long and just jump right into it. Okay, so let's get started. So I already primed my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and the Calvin Klein Creme eyeshadow. What is it? Sheer Creme eyeshadow. Just kind of skip that step because you guys know I do that by now. So let's jump into the actual palette. Of course, I'm using my Panda palette as always, and I'm gonna start with Peach Fuzz right here, the orangey shade, and I'm using a like bigger Real Techniques brush for that, and this is the Deluxe Crease brush in case you were wondering. And then next I'm going in with a lid shade, and this time that is Glamazon here at the bottom. Just gonna get a little bit on my brush, another Real Techniques brush here as well, and this one is the shading brush. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm noticing that fall is really getting to me once again. I always have this, like the beginning of fall, I try to make sure I don't go down that rabbit hole again, or however you want to call it. But I have it every year, and like I really like fall though. Like I like the colors on the trees and the fact that it's getting colder again and you can sit inside like cozy under a blanket and read a book and all those types of things. But still I get so tired and everything. Using a Sephora crease brush, and I'm using this color right here, which is an exclusive shade, the purple one. But yeah, so I have that every year and I just can't get around it. It just always comes back, which is really annoying because every year I'm like, okay, this is the year that it's not gonna hit me. This is the year that I'm gonna be okay. And I'm okay. Like, it's not like I'm completely depressed or anything, but it does really affect me. And like today was one of those days where I'm like, I really don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to get out of bed. But I made myself get out of bed anyway, and I went for a run first thing in the morning after I had my breakfast, and that kind of helps. Like, it does give me a little bit more energy, even though like the run is a bit of a struggle. It doesn't go as smoothly as I normally want, but like I'm expecting that, so that makes it more bearable at the same time, I guess. So I'm going in with another Real Techniques brush here, and this is the base shadow brush, and this time I'm gonna be using the purple shade. So that's another exclusive shade, also purple, just one. This one is a lot brighter than the purple shade that I just used, and I'm gonna be using this one in my outer corner. Just a nice little layer to give it a little bit of color. So yeah, I have things that I do to try and get me out of that rut, but it's really hard to actually go out and do it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure plenty of you guys deal with like something similar, so it's just nice to kind of be able to talk about it. And if you guys have any ideas or things that you do to kind of get out of it a little bit, let me know, because I need tips. And then lastly, I'm using this Essence pencil brush in the like greenish color right here. There isn't too much left anymore, Label Whore, to darken up the outer V a little bit. Because even though it's a green and I'm using it on top of a purple, the green doesn't show through really well, so it kind of blends into the purple very nicely, and it just gives it a little bit of darkness, as you can maybe tell. So yeah, with that running, actually at the same time I'm training for something pretty exciting, which is happening next week, and oh, it's getting so close now. I'm doing a Spartan race, and I don't know if you guys ever heard about these, but I'm gonna be doing the longer version of it, which they call the Beast, and it's gonna be about 21k, which is like a half marathon. I don't know what that is in miles. And it's an obstacle course, so you do about 30 obstacles along the way. Let me go on with this. I'm gonna use stiletto as my eyeliner at the moment. So yeah, that is something new, but it's pretty exciting. Like, we've done 2 shorter versions of it, because there is a like 5K version of it, and then there is a, what would it be, like 13 to 14K, and then this one is the long one. God, and I'm so excited and afraid at the same time. I don't know if there's a word for that. Kind of nervous, but kind of like I'm ready for it. I want to do this. I don't know how ready I am, because every obstacle that you're not able to do, you need to do 30 burpees, which is intense, but I like it. So I went ahead and applied some concealer under my eyes, and now it's time to do my brows. And for that I'm still using my NYX bronzer, or like it's a blush, but I use it as a bronzer in Taupe, which looks like this. So I'm just gonna apply that to my brows. So for this Spartan race, we're going to be flying to the Netherlands. As I think most of you guys know by now, I live in Ireland, but I am Dutch, as I'm sure you can tell by my accent still. Even though I've been living here for 4 years, it never completely goes away. But yeah, I am excited for it. Once we come back, there is a bank holiday here in Ireland, the Monday. Everybody's off. And we have decided to go for like 1 extra day, and we just booked a bed and breakfast, and we're going to the Ring of Kerry or Killarney, which is kind of in the southwest of the country. So I'm gonna do some relaxing, although there might be, like, we might go for some walks and stuff, because I mean, Ireland is the perfect country to do things like that. There is loads of green and hills and mountains that you can walk through or over or on, however you want to put it. And we kind of like doing that every now and then. So we're not doing it often enough, really, because in a country like this it's really hard to plan, and we don't have a car, so we cannot just decide to drive to the other side of the country. We have to rent a car and all those types of things. But we're gonna do it now. We planned it on relatively short notice because it's happening next week, but it's actually nice. Like, we want to do more of it, so we just need to try and actually do it. Easy as it sounds, it never really is, and I don't know why. So yeah, time for some powder. This is the NYX High Definition Finishing Powder in Translucent. And for that I'm using another Real Techniques blush, and this is the powder brush. Did I say a Real Techniques blush? I don't know. And I'm just applying this all over my face. As you guys know, I haven't been using foundation lately. I'm just using a little bit of concealer, and that seems to be enough at the moment. Well, it's a little bit more than I would normally use when I would be wearing foundation. I'm sorry for the changing light. The sun keeps going behind the clouds and coming back, so it changes a little bit, but we'll just have to work with it. So time for this blush from NYX in Taupe. Again, for that I'm using a kabuki brush from Hema, which is a Dutch drugstore something. There's more than just like the typical drugstore products there, but I guess I would call it a drugstore. I don't know. And I'm just kind of contouring with it, but a little bit more diffused. Is that a word that you can use for that? I don't know. So yes, that is that. And now it is time for my Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palettes. I'm gonna be using the blush and the highlighter, which they call a bronzer, from here. Applying the blush with another Real Techniques blush. This is their blush brush. I'm going into the blush, which is La Vie Rose. I'm just applying that to my cheeks, kind of in a contoury way as well. That's how I like it most, because my face is kind of round and this seems to work best for me. So I'm applying it higher than my bronzer, but not as much on the apples of my cheeks, because that just emphasizes the roundness of my face. Okay, I just went ahead and closed my blinds because the light was getting a little bit too annoying. So time for the highlighter. Applying this on the tops of my cheeks, of course. But I'm also applying it on my nose and my cupid's bow. And now that that's done, I'm going back in my Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland palette. And I'm going into George and Wheezy over here with the detailer brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to be applying that in my inner corner. I really love this shade for the inner corner highlight because it is quite intense. But I like that quite a lot. And in this case it kind of works well because the whole look is cool toned, so it kind of stands out a little bit more, even because the inner corner highlight is a warm tone color. I kind of like that contrast. So let's see what is next. Time to curl my eyelashes. I haven't really been doing like the eyeshadow under the eyes anymore because I feel like it makes my eyes drop down a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but as we all know, for certain types of eyes, certain things work and certain things don't. And for me, I really feel like applying it here just gives my eyes a little bit of that droopy look, which I'm not too big of a fan of. So I've decided really not to do that very much anymore. Next, the Body Shop Rose Water, the Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist. And I always want to keep talking when I'm doing that, but I definitely shouldn't do that because it doesn't taste very well. It smells good though. It's really nice and sweet, that one. And while my face is drying, I'm gonna be applying some lipstick. Sorry that I keep looking right above you guys, but that's where my viewfinder is, and I want to make sure that my makeup is applied sort of properly, even though I'm using a mirror, but that's only really close, so in the viewfinder I can kind of see what it looks like from a little bit more of a distance. So even though I have like purple going on my lips, I still feel like wearing my red lipstick. This is the Rimmel Balistic lipstick. That is in one of my projects at the moment. The balm that I put on is the Sleek Pout polish in Sugar May, by the way. And because I feel like this is a little bit too like bright reds, a little bit too light maybe, I'm applying the Decay lip gloss, Lipcolour, fluid Lipcolour is what they call it. On top of it, just to darken it down a little bit. And as you can see, it matches my sweater a little bit better like this, or my cardigan, how do you want to call that? So yeah, this just really works for it, even though I was thinking that that would be way too purplish and metallic. It is not really. I like it like this. Last thing, mascara, and then we are done. So yeah, I've definitely been trying to chat a little bit more during these videos, and like I said before, I'd love to hear like how you guys deal with that transition from summer to fall, because it's always so hard for me. And I love to see if you guys have any tips or ideas or things that have worked really well for you, because really anything that can make things better I want to listen to and I want to try. Now I just realized that I forgot to do one little thing. Most of the time I applied that highlighter from the Too Faced palette as well on my brow bone, just because I feel like that blends the purple, the darker purple color in a little bit better, and it gives it a little bit of that like highlight. Yeah, that's what you call it. Okay, but that is it. This is the look that I have just created. I kind of like it for this time of the year because it's a little bit cooler. It is not as much a summery look anymore, but I still have like the bright purple in it, which makes it kind of a fun look. It's still really nice to wear, and I've been loving this red lip lately as well. I really like how it looks on me, and it really gives that little bit extra to the look, because I'm trying to stay slightly neutral because I have an office job, but bright lips still work. So yes, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope to see you in one of my next videos, and I hope you guys liked following along, liked this little bit more chit-chatty style video as well, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye for now.